Hi, Joe Coffey here for PremierGuitar.com. We're on location in Stevensville, Maryland at the PRS factory. Hanging out with Joe Knaggs here. Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, man. Well, we got the big PRS Experience next weekend. The big annual gathering. All the PRS fans come down, check out the new stuff. I understand you're going to give us a little sneak peek at a few things, right? What can you show us?
Yeah, we got a few things. We got a ton of new projects going on this year. By far, the most projects we've ever come out with in a single year is 2008. The first one I want to show you is it's a version of the Mira. It's like a single cut version. Okay, the Mira was such a big hit for us. We love the way it felt. We love the way it played. We decided we wanted to come out with a different version of a single cutaway version. So here it is. It's got a Bigsby bridge on it. It's got these different kind of pickups in it. They're based around kind of the old Filtertrons. Okay. The Pickguard, it covers the whole guitar, volume, tone, three-way toggle. It's got a, it's not a coil tap, but it's a coil splitter, okay? And it's also 24.5-inch scale length. We wanted to incorporate a different scale length into this guitar. And it's got a different shape, obviously, than the Mira, but I did start the drawing with the Mira shape. And then I just incorporated it into a single cutaway version. And I also used the single cut guitar as the starting point for the shape also.
Oh, very cool.
It'll come with dots or birds. Comes with the vintage Clouson style pegs. It's a 22 fret neck in this guitar. So it's a very different animal than the Mira, but sort of in the same family.
Okay.
And what this is it's a Chesapeake Acoustic. Okay. This is a design that I came up with about 5 years ago. I built the guitar for myself, and I play this guitar all the time. I combined a different couple shapes together. I played a Collings C10 all the time, so I used that shape to begin with, but then I enlarged it and I combined that into a shape with a dreadnought. So you end up with a guitar that's sort of an OM size, except for it doesn't have as deep a waist, and it's sort of more the waist of a dreadnought, but also not quite as flat. This is a cutaway version, and this is called the Patuxent. And the whole theme is based around the Chesapeake Bay. Okay, that's where we grew up. Paul and I both grew up around the Chesapeake Bay. And what we're doing is we're using all the tributary names for the names of the different models. This is a 25.5-inch scale, traditionally braced guitar with a modified X bracing. Okay, pretty standard, like traditional style bridge. It's got the special compass stars in the bridge. It's Adirondack spruce top, mahogany back. This one's got purfling around it. And then it's got these are the work boats of the Chesapeake Bay. You got skipjack, schooner, log canoe, all the different work boats of the Chesapeake Bay. Back in the old days, they were all sailboats because that was the only way to power them. So that's kind of a tribute to the Chesapeake Bay, this whole thing is. Same guitar basically, except for non-cutaway. This is a bear claw Sitka top with figured Bubinga sides and back. These are the same boats but done with green snail. Okay, you can see how beautiful the iridescence of these particular sails are. That one there was mammoth ivory. Okay. This model is called the Potomac. And this rosette I designed here, and that's using a violet oyster in here, which is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, that's kicking, man.
Yeah, and Paul's also been working on a whole nother line of acoustic guitars with the guy Steve Fisher, and it's a very different acoustic guitar. So we have a very traditionally braced acoustic, and then we have a more modern braced acoustic. These two acoustic guitars are very, very different. So we're really happy, you know, we like that a lot, that we actually have a couple different kind of guitars to offer in the acoustic world. So we're in the middle of producing the first runs of these guitars. You can see one of the necks over there getting cut out, and we're just in the middle of beginning it. It's a nice light piece of mahogany. You can feel it.
Cool headstock shape. It's PRS, but it's new. Right?
Well, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's a design I came up with about 5 years ago. It's sort of like the SCJ, but a little bit different. And you know, I wanted it to be a very traditional looking headstock, but still a little bit with the flair of the PRS shape, especially around the ears and the way it comes in like this. You can see a Private Stock guitar we're working on here. It's one of the many ones that we run. Beautiful quilted maple top.
Wow.
I'd like to show you one prototype that I did. I'll bring it over. This is the first prototype I built for myself. Okay. Well, actually, I built about 3 or 4 of them before this version, but this was the kind of like final version for me.
Wow.
I am changing the headstock a little bit right now,
Okay.
but in general, I was a 25.5-inch scale guitar player all my life. I used to play an old Stratocaster, and I always wanted to make a guitar for myself that wasn't a Stratocaster, but incorporate a lot of the feel and the look. So I kind of combined the old EG, the original EG, and I combined a different shape, like a Strat body sort of, but not really. And then the neck is like the same width, the 1.625 at the nut, so it's a skinnier neck with a little bit of thicker front to back. You know, string spacing is a little bit wider than normal.
Man, my eyes are going right to this. Tell me about this.
This is a tremolo bridge that I designed, okay, and what it is kind of incorporating the 2 old school bridges together with kind of a hinge design, okay. It works fantastic. You know, I wanted the sound of the bridge to kind of go into the middle of the body. So that's why I brought these out and bolted these down so that the sound kind of is transferred into the middle of the body more. So you're getting that high end out of the steel, you're getting a little bit of that mid-range out of the brass. It's a really nice combination. A little bit warmer than a normal like type of Strat bridge, but still with a lot of high end. This is a swamp ash body, Brazilian Rosewood Pickguard. This is just something I did for myself a while back. Rock maple neck. The newer ones are a little bit different looking. We did this neck joint a little bit different. This is one of the first original prototypes.
So this is a private stock version of the Mira.
Yeah, we'll have an ebony pickguard on this one. All the frills of the private stock guitars, but in a Mira shape. And of course, this is just a base coat here. That's why it's not very glossy. Curly maple neck.
Wow. Well, this is a fun part of the building for sure, man.
Yeah, it is. And it's an enjoyable job. Got a great crew of people with me, and they all know how to build guitars. They're all really good luthiers. It's a pleasure to come in every day. Here's a SCJ, and we're rolling along on this. Okay, this is one of the first prototypes. Getting all of our programs straight. This has been a long project. This started about 4 or 5 years ago, also, and we built big arch tops at first, and then we started building in a thinner version. Now we got it down to where we've gotten all our programs straight, all the construction straight, so that we're starting to make them in the production line.
Well, there you have it. Joe Knaggs, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, you're welcome. Pleasure to have you.
Sneak peek at what the world can see next week at PRS Experience. I'm Joe Coffey, and we are on location in Stevensville, Maryland. You're tuned in to PremierGuitar.com.